Hey guys, welcome to this podcast.
Welcome.
This is Mike.
This is Matt. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Hey. At your house. So, yeah, this time we're going to be talking about Troll 1 and Troll 2.
I think this is the first time that we're going to do movies that aren't good or
too
that we
good.
mostly like.
Yeah.
Or do we?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. So,
Next episode.
yeah, this is just a preliminary. You got to pay the next episode DLC, the downloadable cast.
If you get a season pass, you can listen to all the episodes.
Yeah.
For the next week.
Yeah. Well, if they come out by then you have to buy next year's.
Yep.
So let's just start it off.
Let's get it started.
Ha! News or recommendation?
Recommendation Nation.
Okay. News comes last. It's olds. So recommendations. I'll go ahead and say I didn't really have much written down for this one. I just said, hey,
Because I'm doubling up this week.
how are you?
Yeah.
Okay. I just said I like Batman Arkham Knight. It's the ultimate Batman game. That's all I wrote.
That should be on the front of the cover.
Yeah.
The back of the cover.
Yeah. So you can't see it. It's on the inside case.
Where is it?
It's on the data layer of the disc, so you're fucked when you put it in. Yeah, it's really good. So yeah.
Yeah, I saw some videos that you posted. Mm-hmm. And
So far they've all been glitches and stuff, so funny things that have happened in the game.
it looks pretty cool.
Check it out on this channel here. You guys can check those out along with all the other podcasts.
The graphics look truly next gen.
Yes. They are Batman style. I don't know what that means. Okay, what are your recommendations? Next.
Nothing else to say. It's just good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you've played any of the other Batman Arkham...
It's exactly the same.
Yeah,
with the
it's...
new
Yeah,
coat of
it's
paint on it.
better graphics, more gadgets. They have the Batmobile this time, so, it takes less time to go across you can go through entire Gotham City, which is cool. They have more characters. If you're a Batman fan, it's pretty much the ultimate video game.
Is there anything to see, like, in the city? Like Grand Theft Auto style, or is it more just like...
What do you mean?
Is there actual stuff in the city, or is it like filler?
Well, I mean, it's
Because like in Grand Theft Auto, you could like just watch people do stuff, and there's like always stuff happening.
Well, like in this one, it's like in Grand Theft Auto, it's like the game. It's like a city that isn't like under
The city
arrest.
is alive.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always thought Grand Theft Auto was a shitty series, personally. But just because they put so much shit in there that, like... I mean, I guess, yeah, it's kind of like... It's a huge city, but, like, all at one time, you're never going to see everything. So it's just kind of something's going on, but it's like, who really cares?
Yeah, but I guess...
You mean, like is something going on?
Is there a purpose to being able to drive through the city, or is it just like... You go from point A to point B? It's actually interesting, like... If you just drove around, would that be fun, or would it get boring after?
Yeah, because you can do, like, they have little things where you can do chases and chase after bad guys and stuff, but the problem is, like, there's not, like, actual, like, citizens, like, in the city. They've all, like, left because, like, it's under quarantine or whatever because of, like, a threat to the city, so it's kind of like Batman has to take back the city and stuff, so it's... If they had, like, an actual, like, thing where it's like, oh, all the citizens were there, maybe it'd be like, you have to rescue citizens from being, like, murdered or kidnapped or raped or something, like that kind of a thing. But it's, like, it's not, like that, because there's no one to really save except for maybe, like, your friends, like, your allies, or, like, that's pretty much it. Like,
okay.
Maybe, you save other, like, police officers and you save, like, firemen. Yeah.
He's like, I'm dying. Help me. Do the Heimlich.
Yeah. He's like, do the hustle. But yeah.
I'm doing the electric slide.
I guess with most games they have stuff like that. I mean, like, Grand Theft Auto, can't you fast travel in that game or no?
Yeah.
And the same thing with Elder Scrolls. So there is stuff to see, but it's really, like, I don't know. It's not really needed. It's kind of like L.A. Noire. You could have taken the stuff out of that too. But it's kind of just like having that illusion, because I guess if you boil it down, most games are like that, where like you really don't need a big open world.
Yeah, that's true.
So don't play your games.
I don't want to play your video games.
Play them Mario games. So what do you say, Matt?
All right, I'm breaking the rules this week and doubling up.
Cool. Didn't we already do that? John did it last week.
That's why he's
not last week.
He's been fired.
2 weeks ago, the E3 special.
as a guest appearance. Yes. It'll never happen again.
I know. We're going to shoot his ass out of a cannon into a salt pile.
That's not a punishment.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a treat.
For him.
Yeah.
It's a sweet treat.
All right.
So,
my recommendation nation number 1 is a movie that came out this year starring Arnold Schwarzenegger called Terminator Genesis.
What?
Not really.
Oh.
Called Maggie.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I wanted to see it, though. I think that's one that... Didn't I bring that up like on a previous...
Yeah, I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago. I thought it was going to be good because it's Arnold in like one of his most dramatic roles.
Right.
And I was not disappointed.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was actually even better than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Nice.
It was weird because Arnold's never really been in a movie like that before. Like an indie movie. It's like real small scale.
Right.
And like it's not fun at all. Like it's a pretty depressing
movie
overall. But he's great in it.
Yeah.
So I loved it.
He just hasn't been given the...
Yeah, he proved... I mean, probably a lot of people would be good in that part, but he definitely was.
Nice.
So, yeah, you should definitely track it down because it was great.
Hell yeah. Where'd you find it?
I got the Blu-ray.
Oh, okay. Just online or whatever. Yeah. Cool.
That's usually what I do now. Like, if I don't see a movie in theaters, I'll just get the Blu-ray because it's actually usually cheaper than going to get a ticket.
Yeah, probably.
So.
Where do you get your Blu-rays at?
Amazon.com.
Nice. That's where you should go. I was just wondering if you had like a secret spot.
No, there's some websites that will like alert you for sales on Blu-rays and stuff. Okay. So I usually follow those and like wait for a big price drop and then hop on.
Nice. You could do well if you go to Amazon and put in Matt and Mike Podcast Experience in the coupon field. You'll get 0% off your purchase because we get nothing.
Your account will be deleted.
Yeah, and they will track us down.
Yeah.
And they will find us.
And they will kill us. It will be our reckoning.
They have a very specific set of coupons that they can use.
A very specific set of skills. Of kills. Ah!
So what's your second one?
My second one is a movie.
You like Maggie 2.
That came out this year. Called Maggie. Maggie 2. Maggie's Revenge. Called Chappie.
My name is Chappie.
Chappie.
Yeah, I saw the preview for that. It looked interesting.
Chappie was fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same people that made District 9 or whatever. It looked good.
Very similar to District 9, like the look of it.
Right, that's what I
it's in the same city. It has the same like computer animated characters.
Is it the same universe? Or
not really. But it's like Short Circuit.
Okay.
But with more gangsters.
Nice.
So, but the coolest part is the main characters are actually not actors.
Mm-hmm.
They're part of a rap group, an African rap group called The Antwoord. Have you heard about this?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a guy and a girl. They're a couple, and they're like extreme like rave rap, and they're the main characters in the movie. And they're
what's his face was the main character, Hugh Jackman.
He's the villain, but he's actually not
he's the villain.
Yeah, he's not in it that much.
Oh, okay.
But he's really.
They made it seem like he was like the main character of that movie.
He's
in the trailers.
He's kind of a main character, and
he's got like a cool mullet.
Yeah, he's got like a Phil Collins '80s style like bald mullet.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
nice.
And he wears like these like real high shorts and like army boots and stuff. It's weird. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, the D Antwoord were so like weird that I started really getting into their music, and they do like really weird and messed up videos and stuff.
Interesting.
So yeah, I was
possibly a recommendation, possibly not.
Yeah, it was weird, but I liked it.
It's weird.
This is
weird.
This is weird.
Okay, there you have it. That's
really
recommendations.
Fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't like those recommendations, then that's fine.
Yeah.
News. Which probably should have went first, but we fucked it up. And now that it's blown, it's blown.
You blow it.
Capiche? I guess I'll go first on this one.
Okay.
I came up with these before like the Comic-Con thing, so it's kind of like there's many more things we could talk about, but you know, whatever.
Yeah. Everyone's talking about those.
Yeah, let's talk about old news.
Olds.
They won't even see it coming because it's 8 years old.
There's this new movie coming out called Independence Day, starring Will Smith. It's gonna be awesome.
Will Smith's son, Jackie Smith Jr.
What? I don't get it. That's funny.
Agent Smith. Let's see. I don't know. I put like the newest trailer for the Goosebumps movie with Jack Black. Looks pretty interesting.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
It looks like a CG fest though, so it's kind of like whatever.
Damn it.
But I don't really think that there's a way that they're gonna be able to make anything like that not CG.
Yeah, like puppets are just impossible to make. It can't be done. We don't have that technology
Well,
anymore.
they won't actually be able to move.
Yeah. It's not possible.
That's true. That's why I said it.
Yeah. But I was excited about that because it's got Jack Black in it. It'll probably be good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think puppets have, like, the range of motion that most, like, CG can replicate with how fast it can go.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm not a puppeteer, personally. Are you?
Actually.
Holy shit! You are a puppet, Matt! Of the fucking corporation. For the Matt and Mike podcast experience. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope it's not a... I mean, CG is great and all, but it's just not special.
Well, whatever you're talking about, it's a special effect.
No, it's not special. It's just an effect.
I don't know. It's a special effect. It's a regular effect.
Are we fighting?
It's a real effect.
Get real.
I thought you just texted me. I was like, huh? Like, by the way,
I'm quitting.
What was I going to say? No, I mean, I guess we could, talk about, like, in a perfect world, like, it would be puppets, but it costs, like, so much less to just do CG nowadays, sadly. As far as, well, maybe not, like, cost less, but it's so much easier.
Right. It's easy. People are lazier.
Yeah.
It's the easy way out.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't really see a way around it.
I do.
How?
Make puppets.
I don't think that's going to happen ever. I mean...
I guess when Stan Winston died, like, he took his secrets to the grave. Like, no one will be able to make animatronic things anymore.
Well, I think it's just not... It's not easy. And, like, there's not enough, like, people that care to be puppeteers. Like,
true.
Muppets, like, Muppeteers and stuff like that. It's... You get so many, like, I think it's a couple things. I think that it's that the scope of jobs that use CG is far outweighing the number of projects that use practical puppetry effects.
But that doesn't make it right.
Yeah, but if you want to make any money, like say if somebody got into the business and they were like, okay, I want to make effects. What do I want to do? Back in the 80s, it would be a puppeteer and possibly like a computer illustrator as far as like, some of the artistic stuff they did for like New York, Escape from New York, and that was like, actual like animation and stuff. But now it's like...
Which James Cameron actually did, by the way.
Right. Like you could just sit down though and just fucking do it on a computer, and there's so many more jobs that ask for that, and like,
I get it. I understand. It's just depressing. Because I think that it's not as special anymore. When you see a CGI creature on screen, it's like, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah. I mean, I think there are times that, like, I can't tell, but there are definitely times when you see an effect and you're like, there's no way that could even happen.
Right.
Even if it were to happen. So you're just kind of like, it's hard to dismiss your belief.
Yeah. Well, maybe it'll come back around
thing.
With Star Wars, because I think there's lots of puppets in that.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll start.
It's actually just that one.
No!
That one was actually just operating the camera while the CG was happening.
That wasn't a puppet, it was a real, like, fucked up dude.
Yeah. He's, like, got a bunch of cameras on him.
Like a leopard.
Yeah. He's a leopard.
Boogie, woogie, woogie. Alright. He's a leopard. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
Yeah. So...
That ties into my news, because mine is about the puppets of Star Wars.
Oh, so you did go to the comics era. I see how it is, you motherfucker. How dare you do a new news? I went, old news.
You're going, old school with your old news.
No, I'm just kidding. Go for it.
One of those puppets or ant creatures is going to be played by Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg is a creature.
Yeah. And I don't know
Wait, why did I say that? It doesn't make any sense. Simon Pegg is a creature?
Well, we're all creatures, technically.
Yes. Yeah,
Creatures of God. He's a beast.
He's a humanoid.
He's a beast. He's a human beast.
You don't know how you feel about that? Mm-hmm. Elaborate upon your thing.
Because he
just got done talking shit about...
Yeah, he partially made a name for himself by shitting on George Lucas.
Yeah. Well, he also, made a name for himself by being, a total, a nerd kind of guy. And then he came out and was like, fucking nerds need to get over it. Yeah. Fuck them. It's like, what does that even mean?
But even in, Spaced, his first show, or his first show that came to America, the best parts of that show are him, slamming the prequels. And,
right.
When they bring up Jar Jar Binks, he has a seizure.
Yeah.
Which is funny, but at the same time...
It's like...
He's like, oh... Did you see that video or whatever with, him in it? And he's like, oh, I've waited my whole life for this. It's like, yeah, except for that part where he spent, decades shitting on George Lucas.
I have a feeling at this point it's past George Lucas. It's like he's, the overseer and he made everything. But it's now that Disney has bought the property, they are consulting him. But it's if he were don't do this, they'd be like, fuck you. Yeah. You know what I mean? So... but I know what you're talking about as far as Simon Pegg. I don't know, Simon Pegg seems to kind of he's been getting a lot of more roles like that and stuff, getting into things. So that's good, I guess, for him. Sounds like a very depressing podcast so far.
I know. Let's go back to Chappie and how awesome it is. Step 1 starts with a Chappie.
Ends with a chapped ass. Any other news before we... I guess we could spend, all night talking about, stuff at the comic thing, but,
maybe we should have a whole podcast on, Comic-Con news. Yeah. There's going to be a ton of that. Is it over yet?
I think it's 2 weekends long, so maybe next time we'll do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything else before we get to the main event, or do you have any other things you'd like to talk about?
I think that's it.
Are you sure? Because once we go forward, there's no going back. We definitely will not get off on tangents, that's for sure. Cool. Okay.
Right. Should we get to the main event?
I'll get out my troll Bible here. It's wrote 5,000 things.
Jesus.
Jesus. He is a man that I know.
So, had you seen the Troll movies before?
I'd seen parts of the first one, but I'd never seen any. I'd seen maybe a snippet from the second one.
Really?
Yeah, and that's it.
I thought you would have seen that by now because it's total hipster central.
What was it? The second
Troll
one?
2 is huge. It's kind of like The Room. It has that.
Oh, as far as it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Birdemic or whatever.
Right.
But we'll get to that when we get to that. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so I guess we'll start with the first one. Or
we should talk about the Troll movie that actually has trolls in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Spoiler alert: the second one, no trolls.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay, so yeah. I don't know where to begin. We've got 2 movies, so stall tactics.
Yes, I don't know where to begin either. I enjoyed watching both these movies. I've seen them both twice now.
Right.
And I think they're both pretty fun to watch.
Yeah. I found the second one to be a lot more entertaining.
Really?
Yeah.
I think if I had to pick, I would pick the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'd definitely go with the second one, because the second one I could at least make fun of. The first one, it's I could make fun of, I guess, but it's there are parts where I could see it from afar as a kind of a, hey, this was trying to be all those other fantasy movies back in the day, Princess Bride and
right.
Never Ending Story, where the second one is just is this a horror movie or
right.
But
and I think that goes along with my first note, which is
for Troll 1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who is this movie for? Because it feels like a kid's movie.
But there's a lot of
it's rated R.
Things.
Yeah. It has like...
There's a lot of grown-up stuff, that happens in the first movie.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I guess they're both kind of like that, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. As far as, like, having... Yeah, but...
And they don't really make a whole lot of movies like that anymore, where it's like... It feels like a Disney movie almost, but it's definitely
But then stuff will start happening, and you're like, what?
And it's horrifying.
It's like a horror movie for kids.
Right.
It's like... And, like, slasher movie for kids. It's like, what?
Yeah.
The fuck?
But I like that about it.
Yeah, it's definitely something they really don't do anymore. But did you take notes?
Just a few.
Like a light few. Okay.
Yeah.
I of course did the same thing I did with fucking Planet of the Apes and wrote like a fucking novella.
I say no to your novella.
I don't know. I guess, do you want me to just read these off, or do you want to... Because I know I don't know if the authors... Or the authors... Have the authors of this podcast seen this? The listeners seen...
You just gave away that this is scripted.
Yeah, shit. I don't know. Do you want to talk more about them before we kind of get in depth? Like, we're going to... I guess we'll do... Like, I don't know. I guess we've already talked about which one we prefer over the other as far as...
Yeah. I guess just maybe you should go through them and I'll jump on if I have.
Yeah. I'll kind of just go through and then we'll kind of talk and stuff. So, because it seems like I have more than you do, but
just after every note, I'll raise my hand, and then if you call on me,
you're like,
I'll start talking.
Peanut butter sandwich, please. I don't.
I have to go to the bathroom. No, wait till the end of the period.
That would suck. I might skip over some of these because some of these are like fucking... I don't get why I wrote this. Empire Pictures.
Yeah, why did you write that?
I don't know. Fake... Oh, okay. So at the beginning when they're showing like they're like... They have that book and all that other stuff laid out.
Yeah.
It's like they have that fake-ass stained glass windows thing during
I like that.
The intro.
It
was like a lights on a wall or whatever. Mm-hmm. These are just like notes. I don't think I was trying to like... Oh yeah, the dad owns like 3,000 records. I was like, what?
Okay, so we need to talk about that because the dad is my favorite part of this movie.
Really?
He's so weird and creepy.
I think I wrote something about that later on in these notes, but yeah, he's...
Like, what's his deal?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't care about his family at all.
Yeah.
All he wants to do is, like, dance around and listen to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Like, when he does that dance is my favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah, that's and his wife comes in...
For the summertime blues.
His wife comes in, she's like... And then she's like, oh, this is why I married him. I'm like, what? This is weird.
But even when, like, he finds out his kids are in trouble, like, he doesn't give a shit at all. Like, he's a weird dad.
Yeah, he doesn't really do anything.
Probably on drugs or something.
He's like a writer, but I wasn't sure. I thought writers at least did work. That guy doesn't do anything in this entire movie.
That dance is so disturbing and strange.
Not only that, but I was like, why did they just moved in? I was like, why did they move if he's a writer? Writers can do their job from anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I love that dad. It's so bizarre.
Where they got rat burgers. I was like, what?
Yeah, rat burgers.
Kid almost said ass. Rather watch Star Trek, kid says.
Yeah, but he says Star Trek.
Yeah.
Star Trek.
And then the part where it says, I put obvious ball about to go down the stairs sequence, then it happened. Where, like, she's, like, bouncing the ball.
Yeah.
And then it, like, goes down the stairs and stuff. I was just like, hand grabs kid, but not same hand as the trolls. It was, like, a fucking weird, like, other person's hand, because it, like, grabbed her and pulled her to the side. And I was like, Oh, I put, like, I was glad that they didn't, like, wait a long time to actually show, like, the troll.
Yeah, it's like in the first scene, the troll is popping out and causing troll problems.
I put, troll became pedophile. His freaking smile looks of trouble.
Looks of trouble?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Did you turn, like, foreign?
Yeah.
His smile looks of trouble.
Weirdly, brother asks, have you been playing with dead cats? This raises an even bigger question. Are we, the viewer, to believe that this girl does or has in the past been caught playing with a dead feline?
That's my favorite note.
I don't know why. Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird, because he's like, have you been playing with dead cats again? And I was like, what?
Yeah, there's some weird stuff in this movie.
The trolls don't look rosy. Oh, the part where the girl eats like the burger was like pretty disgusting.
She looks of trouble.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sonny Bono was in the movie.
Yeah. So, well, before we get to Sonny Bono, like that girl is really going for it in this movie.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
She deserves some kind of like Academy Award.
I think a few notes later, I was like,
off the deep end.
Or I put the little girl's annoying as fuck when because she's going insane and
she's
stuff.
super annoying, but like she's going for it big time.
Sonny Bono was in the movie, and Harry Potter is the dad's name.
Yeah, and the kid's name is Harry Potter Jr.
Yeah.
Sonny Bono is pretty great in this movie.
Yeah.
Because he's like a real life Quagmire.
Yeah.
Like his bachelor.
Except for he's not like
hilarious.
I guess he is like good at like being a player, but at the same time, the woman he was with apparently regretted it.
Yeah.
Or something.
It was.
He's like, "You want pancakes?" She's like, "Sure." And he's like, "Well, the mix is in the kitchen. Go
Make
to
it yourself."
It's like, Jesus.
Like, man, I want to be this guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm trying to get laid up here.
Yeah.
Keep him down.
Dude, the part it says dialogue. What the fuck? Sonny Bono goes into the family's apartment on accident, then comes out and he's like, you're in the wrong apartment. And he comes out and he's like, shit, and just goes upstairs. And it's like, what?
I wish he would have been in this movie more.
Yeah,
It's pretty funny.
It sucks that he fucking gets killed first. Yeah. He should have been like one of the last people.
He should have been the troll.
Yeah, he was. Elaine appears. This scene just fucking won't end. Is what I put. Where like
I think it was her first movie.
It's like everyone's coming out and fucking like, what's going on here? And it's like, will this fucking never end? It's like a fucking turd coming out of my ass forever.
That sounds of trouble.
Yeah. Best part of this movie so far is Sonny Bono, I wrote again.
Sad but true.
The makeup effects are pretty out of control. I'm not sure what Sonny is turning into when he like, troll puppets appear.
But it's actually horrifying.
Yeah. That's where the thing is like, the troll has a ring and he like sticks the people in the apartment with it and they turn into like these pods.
Right.
And then like the entire room turns into like
a magical troll forest.
Right. And then like little trolls come out.
I love those little troll puppets.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
because they all look like different species of trolls.
Yeah, I agree. I put troll mushroom penis thing in old lady's place.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I put,
every time you go into the old lady's place, the movie kind of like grinds to a halt.
Yeah,
there's a little bit too much like dialogue in there.
I put kid's name is Harry Potter Jr. He got his name from his uncle Wizard Harry. Scene where actor that plays the troll is not in costume saves the girl that is the troll, like the little person dude or whatever. Then they had the stereotypical Marine guy.
The Marine guy had the best apartment.
Yeah,
because his wallpaper was snakeskin.
That was pretty sweet. I put dad is weird. He's listening to his music.
Ain't no cure for the summertime blues.
Like at 80,000 decibels, he starts having a fit.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. So weird. God, I love that dance.
Troll and Marine fight. He says Jesus. Harry fell down outside and he went to sleep. Good Lord. Mom after son faints.
Did you write Good Lord?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mom after son faints. I just don't understand any of this. No. And she says it like...
You and me both.
I just don't understand any of this. Like, and that was probably more... Like...
The parents are pretty useless in this movie. Like, they don't know what the fuck's going on.
Some of the noises the troll puppets are making are the stock sounds of Toko and Razar making tape.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. Because they're like stuff like that. And I'm like, huh?
Like Frank Welker collecting another paycheck.
Apparently the girl invited the actor over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Way too awkward scene out of the actors being a small person. Like, I thought that was weird. I was like,
there's some weird stuff there.
I put, so the professor of blank, because I never, went back to check what he was a professor of, went straight from college to the circus, as most people do. Yeah. He's like, well, after I got my fucking doctorate, I was like, well, I'm a small person, so I might as well go to the circus. Who were your parents?
Wrong career path, buddy.
Troll singing sequence. All right. Some are ahead of the song.
Yeah. So that musical number is pretty great.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
I actually tracked down what the lyrics are because I couldn't understand what they were actually saying.
I couldn't. I guess you'll probably say
I'm going to read them off.
Nice.
They start out...
Like, are they all, like, you can actually, like, are they actual English?
Well, it's like half and half.
Okay.
It's the work of a madman. Like, whoever came up with this is, like, disturbing. Time of Tempest 2. He hath heard of this pierce of weary ache and pain. Time on. Herba, 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 herba way, Tempest. He hath heard this pierce of weary ache and pain and joy. Herba way, herba way.
It's like, what?
What is going on? Yeah. All the trolls are singing, and then the one's like, la, 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 la.
Yeah, it's like the fucking mushroom is like singing.
So weird.
Yeah.
This movie came out in theaters.
Yeah.
Like, how is that possible?
I like the pig creature and the pig and the creature from the Black Lagoon troll best.
Mm-hmm.
They were good.